Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmadu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Kareem. Dr. Chaudhary, Shaukat Chaudhary, Dr. Azhar Iqbal, Dean, School of Science, Dr. Saeed, Chairperson, Department of Mathematics, and my very respected and important guests, Professor Bert Little, Dr. Carl Tilcher, Dr. Toru Nakara. I also see our very old friend, Dr. Arif Zaman, Dr. Arfin Lodi, my very young faculty members, researchers, students. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I am really pleased to see that this conference is being held now for the third time. So in the language of mathematics, maybe the first time is a chance, the second time is continuity, and third time is consistency and some indication of permanency. I hope that as explained by Dr. Shaukat, that we will continue to hold this conference in years to come, every year. And this will become a platform for interaction. These conferences are important, and I'm not surprised that a family of Dr. Shaukat is perturbed and is bothered by it, as he is devotes his time and attention at home and in office in organizing this conference. It is not easy to organize this conference. In fact, I also faced this question many times in university, that people ask me that why you want these conferences, why you are pushing us to hold these conferences. And I believe that these conferences are an important element of the ecosystem of research that we should try to promote and encourage and try to actually enact in whatever way we can. So it is not just for us, it is not thinking only about UMT or the researchers and faculty members and students in UMT, but as a university offering graduate and undergraduate degree in mathematics, we believe that it becomes our responsibility to see that the community of mathematicians, faculty members, professionals, researchers who have an interest in this field, they are provided with opportunities to interact with each other. Because knowledge is transferred and knowledge is disseminated, and knowledge gets advancement and refinement. When it receives attention, and interaction is the fundamental exchange unit that contributes to that attention. When you interact with your teacher, you get an idea, you get something new, and you get some guidance and you solve your problem, or you see something that you could not see before. And when faculty members meet with each other from across the boundary as well as across the borders, then they also get enlightened, and they meet people. They may get chance to learn a few new things, or how others are looking at the old things, or they can be a source of enlightenment to others. So this is something which we should take up as a serious engagement. And I'm glad that this conference, the first of its kind, pure and applied mathematics in Pakistan, something like this, is being organized. I know that there are other conferences on mathematics organized elsewhere, but this is a new edition, and something that we hope that will continue. We also organized last year a conference on pure and applied science, and I hope that the School of Sciences would continue to hold this conference and again this year, so that our departments of physics and chemistry, biotechnology, and other departments who are involved in this statistics, they could also find in platform and an opportunity to interact with others. So these conferences also serve as a showcase for to demonstrate the latest, whatever has been thought, whatever has been discovered, whatever has been found out, and whatever new research has taken place. So these conferences provide that informal opportunity to get it across to those who can be a resource to critically evaluate it and to add value to whatever has been done so far. So it's a process of refinement. And these conferences also provide opportunities to make new friends and to get out of the classroom, boredom of the classroom and academic corridors, meet new people and make new friends and make your life more interesting in the field of mathematics. So the more friends you have within mathematics, the more interest you will be able to maintain in your subject of mathematics. A couple of ideas that I would like to share with you. I am not a mathematician, and I've been subject to the teaching of mathematics quite a number of years when I was in school, because I opted for pre-science, pre-engineering, and also during the course of my civil engineering. And I somehow I passed all of them, all right? But when I, excuse me, when I try to see this universe in the light of Quran, I feel that the first principle of this universe is based upon mathematical equation. That is, mathematics is the first discipline of this universe. Everything that I see around us, over us, beyond us, and within us, I feel that there is a mathematic formula, mathematic equation, mathematic grammar, mathematical algorithm that is working behind it. And somehow the God of Quran has taken pride in his ability to encompass everything, to account for everything, to count everything, and to be aware of and knowledgeable of everything that is hidden in the darkness of in the middle of the earth, that falls from the atmosphere or trees, or that goes from earth to up to the atmosphere, and whatever happens. So he has the command, and he has introduced himself as the one who holds the command, the key, and also the knowledge of everything, and who is very quick and very smart and very complete and very authentic and very truthful and very honest in his accounting. So that actually leads me and turn my attention to mathematics, and what it is in the mathematics that I feel that if this universe has a system, and if this universe is based upon rules, and if this universe has a grammar and a way, and it is mathematical, that is how it is it has been able to survive and sustain so far. So we need generally, as a society, I feel, we need greater awareness of mathematics. We need to be more knowledgeable about this subject, and we need to be more sensitive to mathematics. And here I'm not just talking about the world of commerce and business, which is always busy and engaged in counting profits, counting money, counting debts, counting assets, and accounting for everything. But I'm talking about our life, our living as a responsible citizen. As a responsible citizen, we need to be more calculative, more, and responsibility means to be aware of the effect of your actions and deeds. So I feel that we lack that. And I feel that in our communication, we lack mathematical orientation. We are too abstract, too general, and there is too much ambiguity in our communication, and we lack precision. We lack the focus. So I feel that it is perhaps the responsibility of our school, and this was the point that I wanted to communicate to Minister for Education, that we need to strengthen our subjects that we in the field of mathematics from school 1, from class 1 to class 12. We need to develop that aptitude that one becomes aware of what is happening and how it is happening and what it would lead to. You see that United Nations and the world today are crying for climate change, the impact of climate change, and they're crying for actions to offset that and offset what has happened because of the actions taken and done, the way we lived, the way we conducted ourselves, the way we behaved ourselves in the last century or even before that. So there was this accounting going on within every corporation, within every business, and there were those celebrations going on the floors of the stock exchanges, celebrating the success, celebrating the generation of wealth and everything. But now there is a mayhem going on around the departments in the academia and scientists who are looking at what have we done in terms of to our climate, to this world, to this planet. So this is one planet, this is one world, this is one nation, this is one people. And we all face the consequences of whatever we do as one nation, as one people, anywhere in the world with what we have. So again, I feel that it was lack of proper mathematics that blinded us from what is going to happen at the next level, in the next step, in the next age, and down the road. A mind who is more more tuned to calculus and who is more aware of accounting and can do it at individual level, and also a nation or a company who can do it at collective level, and as a citizen, if we can do it at the level of our cities and our neighborhood, I think we will become more responsible. So that occurred to me that in order to be more responsible, we need to be more precise. In order to be precise, we need to have the quantitative perspective along with the qualitative insights. So we need to be, so that we can exactly and precisely know, and that is all about science as well, and that is the scientific aptitude and the scientific way of living. So we will not be spared, we will not be forgiven if we ignore mathematics, and we will suffer from our consequences if we are not aware of the key equations operational in our lives, in our work, in our surroundings. And a general awareness of mathematics needs to be enhanced, and sensitivity needs to be developed among our new generation and those who are responsible in the corridors of policy making. I would also like to suggest that in order to have a brighter future, we need to develop the skill sets, especially in the applied area. And we need to be better as a nation in world tests of numerical literacy. And when the students of certain age group are challenged by tests conducted all over the world, so our nation, this Pakistan, needs to participate on those events, and we should see that with how well we do, how well our new generation is prepared in those tests, because that is one way of also realizing our potential, and that is one way of also evaluating that how prepared we are to be responsible citizen in future and to take up the challenges within the fields, within the professional fields, and as a professional. So how well our education system is working. So these kind of events would promote the interest of young generation into mathematics. We have tried to revive the teaching of mathematics. UMT offers 4 years undergraduate degree, BS Mathematics, and we started this degree, and I met some of the students who have taken up 4-year undergraduate degree in mathematics, and I'm glad that they are satisfied and they are doing well. So I see this promise here. These students who have opted for BS Mathematics, 4-year undergraduate BS Mathematics degree, could have easily gone for BBA, could have opted for LLB, could have opted for a commerce degree, could have gone to any other degree which would ensure or guarantee them their jobs as soon as they graduate. So this is not something which is happening in the elitist families, that sons and daughters of business executives or business owners opting for mathematics, that I will know. This is happening in middle class. This revival of interest is taking place within lower middle class, and I see a great potential, and I see these minds, they require good training, they require exposure to good teaching, and if it is provided, it would help overall everything, because now mathematics, as we see, is all pervasive. There is no boundary where you can say that this is qualitative, this is arts, and this is science. Science and arts are increasingly merging into each other, and there is a scientific view of art and there is an artistic perspective of science, and both merge and both overlap and both act and react to each other, and both help each other and support each other. So we have to take a holistic view of the world, multidisciplinary view of the disciplines, and only then we will be able to frame the problems in the right perspectives and find solutions which would really solve the problems and which would work. So my another suggestion is that we conduct something like something like exhibition in mathematics, and where we ask young those who are in schools and colleges and universities to come up with their posters, come up with their softwares, come up with their papers, where they would apply the mathematical tools on the issues of our daily lives, to see that how mathematics can help us gain better insights into our daily problems, and how it can solve, and how we can find out what is truth and what is fact, and what is going on by using the mathematics. So maybe in the next conference, if we add an exhibition to it and we send the information and announcement to all over the country and also outside, I think we would get a lot of creative inputs from people, and they will come up with their works, which will help us promote the awareness of general awareness of mathematics. Mathematics, of course, has also been strong in our engineering institutions, in our public sector universities, and now also gaining attention in private sector universities. And I hope that this revival of mathematics, the revival of teaching basic sciences, physics, chemistry, mathematics, revival of interest in opting for the disciplines of basic sciences, physics, chemistry, mathematics, would further increase. And we look forward to your suggestions and your ideas as to how we can promote the teaching of basic sciences, and how we can cater to those who have opted for this, and how we can lay out a plan for the young who are from middle class, lower middle class, from distant places, not from urban cosmopolitan, but from remote areas, and who have opted for this, and so how we can make their life successful, how we can make their life beautiful, how we can lay out career opportunities for them, and how we can keep them focused and make them stronger and well equipped, well educated data minds in this digital world. I believe that has become more important, and we need to connect the variety of disciplines with mathematics, with the core of mathematics, so that those who opt for mathematics can then find search of mathematics. Thank you very much.